the first card you have for your past is the Ace of Wands. Fantastic card. This is like the card, this is my favorite card. It's like pushing forward, everything's amazing, going quickly, and you're ready, you're excited. So I'm seeing a lot of passion in this card. I'm seeing a lot of passion, a huge amount of passion. I'm seeing you really connecting with someone at this time, but you might have been hoping for more than passion. I'm seeing you probably were. You wanted more, you wanted something more permanent, you wanted something more stable. But I don't think this person was the most stable person. I think they might have maybe led you to believe that they wanted something more stable, or that, maybe they led you to believe that there was a more potential for an actual proper relationship. So yes, there's passion, and then of course there's disappointment in this. So you might have been wondering whether they actually had any feelings for you at all. Because I think they kind of let you think that there were. They were like, oh, you're amazing, I love you, I want to be with you forever, I love you so much, da 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 da. So much passion, it was amazing, I love it. But I think then they kind of disappeared. So, or something like that, or something went wrong and they kind of disappeared. And so all of that kind of went poof up into the air. And I'm getting a kind of a strong feeling that they did love you. They had feelings for you. They definitely did at one time. They had some overwhelming feelings for you, but maybe they weren't mature enough to cope with the responsibilities of being in a real relationship. I'm seeing that their feelings were definitely real. So if this resonates and you're wondering about that, please don't doubt that. Their feelings for you were real. They just couldn't handle them. They had to run away. It was just too much. They didn't have the maturity to really cope with this. Their passion definitely was real. I think you know that, obviously. But they jumped into this connection without really thinking about the consequences. They weren't being very fair with you. Even though they were afraid and they ran away, they really should have said, if they weren't interested in a real relationship and they knew that you were, they should have said to you, I'm not interested in a real relationship. I just want to either have fun or just have something casual or something like that. But they didn't do that. And yeah, again, sorry, cross-watchers, but they probably didn't have the maturity that it takes to be upfront with you. Maybe they thought, if I tell them this, they'll run away, which you probably would have. And I wouldn't have had these amazing, passionate moments with them, which everyone enjoyed, obviously. But I think they were right, actually, that they weren't right to do that. They weren't right to lead you along. No, definitely not. They should have been upfront with you. But they were right in that they were thinking that if I say this to them, if I say I don't want anything serious, they're going to disappear. And you would have as well. So I'm really sad to hear this, that they disappeared. And really, yeah, it was very heartbreaking because you really wanted more. And I think it took you a long time to really get over this situation. You might still be going through this. The next card you have for your past is the Empress. So yeah, you're a very strong person. You're a very caring person. You're a very nurturing person. You feel very, very deeply. And when you fall for someone, you truly, 100% fall for them. You do everything for them. You care for them. You care for them emotionally and you care for them physically. You do everything for this person. I don't think this Ace of Wands person, or this person in the Ace of Wands, I don't think they'd ever had anyone around them care for them in the way that you did. So they did love that. They did appreciate that, but they were afraid. They weren't ready for anything permanent. So I'm seeing them being very loving in the beginning and obviously very passionate in the beginning, but they were afraid. They were afraid that this passion was going to end if they had a permanent relationship with you, and they'd kind of be stuck in a kind of a boring thing. And that might be why they ran before it ever got anywhere near a serious stage. This might sound a bit strange, but they might even come back to you, I'm seeing. I think they probably will come back to you at some time, But I think when they do, there's still going to be confusion around the differences between what you both want out of this connection. I don't think you're ever going to be on the same page about what you both want. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your past is the Fool. So yes, this person was, look at that, childlike, fun to be around, free, all of these things. They rush into things without thinking. That's what they do. And that's how they were when they connected with you. They rushed into this, oh, I love you. And they weren't thinking about the consequences. They weren't thinking about hurting you. They weren't thinking that if I go and pretend to this person I want a relationship and I want this and I want that and then I run away, they're going to be really hurt. They weren't thinking about those consequences, and it's quite cruel, and it is a very immature way of thinking. So, and also this really shows the differences between you. You're like the Empress, you're caring, you're loving, deeply caring, and you want settlement. You want to sit there and settle. You want permanency. You want to be able to kind of just sit there and be happy and be content and all of that kind of thing. And they're like the Fool, childlike, spontaneous, adventurous. That's fine. Sometimes opposites can attract, which they did here. Sometimes opposites can work amazingly well together. But I just think, again, sorry, cross-watchers, there was a lack of maturity with them. I don't mean that if you don't want to be in a permanent relationship, you're immature. You are immature if you don't tell that to the person up front. If you say to them, I don't want anything permanent and I don't want to hurt you, that takes maturity. But pretending that you do want that and you don't, that's immaturity, I'm sorry to say. The first card you have for your present is the Six of Pentacles. So I'm getting this feeling of being a bit stuck in a situation that's not very fair. This is probably a work situation. I'm not seeing anything terrible. I'm not seeing that you're in a horrible place with evil people and you hate it. It's not that bad. It's that, there are a lot of problems. There are some problems. And I think these problems probably slowly crept up on you over time in the workplace. I'm getting this feeling of not being taken seriously. And again, these aren't great, big, terrible things. Not enough for you to kind of get up and take your bag and walk off. It's not that bad. But it's kind of there all the time. It's kind of a feeling of, I'm not quite being taken seriously. I'm not really being listened to. I don't feel like I'm valued. It's that kind of feeling around the workplace. So I think that there is something else that you might be really thinking about pursuing. There might be something that you've been wanting to do for a long, long time. This is something that you're very passionate about when you think about it. It's like when you think about doing this thing, it's like, I'm so excited. This is really fantastic. A completely different feeling that you have when you think about this than when you think about your normal work. So it feels exciting, it feels passionate, you feel passionate about it, I should say, but it's also a little bit scary to you. You're afraid of pursuing it, really. So if this resonates, this is the time. This is the time to take action on this thing, because you have the Ace of Wands. When you have an ace in your reading, it goes through the whole reading. So this is the time for you to take action. And you also have a lot of pentacles. You have a lot of coins in your present. That's another reason why you should take action on this. I'm not saying that you should give up your job right now and run away. I'm just saying that you should start taking some steps toward this, and just take some small steps. And as you take each step, as you move toward this, you'll become more confident and things will seem a lot easier and a lot less scary, and it'll just be like the next steps, just like walking, so easy. This will happen if you take one small step at a time, and that's all you can do anyway. So the next card you have for your present is the Ten of Pentacles. So what you're really searching for deep down is security. And that's what I was seeing in the Empress card. And this is probably why it feels so scary for you to take a leap and do this new exciting thing. You're actually in a perfect position. There's nothing scary about the position you're in at all. you're able to stay in the job that you're in, plus pursue this new thing. So try not to think of this in extremes. Try not to think of having this stable job that's really boring and you have to stay there forever, or something really exciting that's crazy and difficult and unstable and you don't know where you're going to be. You can have both while you're building the other one up. You can stay in your job and build the other one up. And it's not like this job is boring, but this new thing is exciting 100% of the time. Everything has its exciting bits and everything has its boring bits. There are going to be boring bits in this thing too. I hate to disappoint you, but there are. That's fine. But it's not like here's this extreme in your job and here's this other extreme with this new thing. So again, if this resonates while you're still where you are, slowly start working on this thing that excites you, even if it's just doing research or making phone calls or making, little notes about something. It's a start. Make a start. The last card you have for your present is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, the man on this card, he's hiding his intention, or he's hiding his feelings, or he's hiding what he really wants to do behind this coin. So I always see this when I see things that people want to pursue outside of their normal work projects, exciting things, business things. I always say to everyone, and I know I sound like I'm repeating myself, but I always see this, try to keep a lot of this to yourself while it's in these early stages. Try not to tell people about this at this time. I'm not saying you have to hide things from people and be devious and all of these things, but I think this is what you need to do until you're more confident, until you actually feel a lot better, until you know exactly what track you're on. Even then, be very careful about who you talk to about this, because any negative comment, any kind of questions, any things like that, while you're still at this stage where you're still feeling a bit scared, might send you backwards. And I've seen this happening a lot in these readings and all the readings. Whenever I see this, I always advise to keep things to yourself, especially in the beginning. I'm like this as well. I've got something I want to pursue, and I'm keeping it to myself. I'll tell you what it is. I haven't told anyone about this, but now I'm telling everyone on YouTube about it. I applied to a very prestigious art school, and I haven't told anyone about it. Not one person in the whole world knows. Actually, yes, I'm lying to you. One person knows, who's sworn to secrecy. One person in the whole world knows. Not one other person in the world knows, apart from now everyone on YouTube. It's a very prestigious school. It's something that's quite expensive. It's something that's quite hard to get into. It's something that I don't know at the end of it whether I'm going to have a career or what's going to happen at the end of it. Now, if I told this to people, I know that people are going to say, oh, what do you want to do that for? You'll never get into that. That's really hard. Do you know that they have all these applicants and they only choose about 10 people out of hundreds of millions of people? You'll never get in. And even after that, what's art? You'll never have a job in art. Nobody gets a job in art. You'll be homeless and you'll be starving and you'll be all these things, and also what do you want to do and how are you going to afford it, and all of this kind of stuff. I know people are going to say that, so I haven't told them. I'm working all of that out myself without the peanut gallery telling me what I should do and what I shouldn't do and why I shouldn't do it. So I'm just saying to you, please keep this to yourself. This is a really exciting idea for you, but it's also a scary one. Don't scare yourself by telling people, because you'll have plenty of people who want to scare you. Eventually, yes, but at the moment, no. That's what I'm seeing with this card. The first card you have for your future is the Two of Wands. So this is definitely a possibility for you. I'm seeing it here as well. You can definitely do this. There's no need for you to stay where you are and forever and ever and never get anywhere else. You have the whole world in front of you, just like the man in this card. He actually has the world in one of his hands. So just take this one step at a time. That's all you can do anyway. You'll get there. But again, don't think of it in extremes. Don't think of it as one or the other thing. Don't think in polar opposites. Work on one while you're pursuing the other thing. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is this is probably going to be a very reflective time for you and a bit of an introspective time for you. I keep on seeing this person in the Ace of Wands coming back to you. And yeah, even though there was a lot of passion between you, and yes, I did see love between you, they had love for you. I'm not seeing this actually working out as a proper relationship or a traditional relationship. You might stay as friends, I don't know, but because I think you do have a connection with them, but I don't see this really working as a relationship. I'm sorry to say that if that's what you were hoping, but also if this is what you're hoping, that doesn't mean that I'm telling you, you might not listen to me, you might go after them. And it might work. That's absolutely fine. This is a guide. This is what I'm seeing at this point in time. But later down the line, they might change. You might change. Something else might change. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the cards right now. So if you don't want to listen to me, don't listen to me. I don't mind. But this is what I'm seeing. So I'm also seeing, I'll just tell you this as well. You can ignore this if you like. There's probably someone in your more distant future. I'm seeing this as a love connection. I'm seeing this as a very, very happy love connection. This is someone coming up for you in your future. This is the person who can give you this stability. I'm seeing this person probably is going to originate from a different country, or they might have a different culture to you. And this is a fantastic person. And again, this is a very stable person, and this is what you're looking for. You're looking for stability. So this is what I'm seeing. You can agree with this, you can disagree with this, whatever you like. This is what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your future is the Magician. So yes, this is the perfect card for you. This is probably when you're going to push your feelings aside, push all your scary emotions aside, and you're just going to start to pursue this project at this time. This is really exciting for you. Again, I keep on seeing how exciting it is to you. And this is going to be a shift in your mindset, which is the most important shift of all. Once you shift into a magician's mindset, you can do just about anything. You can start to believe that you can do things, and this sets you on, or it's going to set you on a path that's an express path, a bit like an escalator going upwards quickly to where you want to go. I'm also seeing a lot of concentration on this in this card. The Magician is, the biggest concentrator. He has to really concentrate on what he wants. And you're going to just concentrate. You're not going to let your feelings or your fears distract you or stop you from anything you want to do. So this is really, really fantastic. And, I'm also seeing you being guided. This is the Magician. This is manifesting. So you're going to be guided into the right path that you want to be on. And I think what's going to happen is, this might sound a bit strange, but you're going to have a feeling, and you're going to know it when you feel it. You're going to get on the right path, and it's going to feel very different. You're going to feel very different. It's a feeling. It's like, excuse me, sorry about that. It's like, not that you're going to feel like this, but it's like when you're at school and you had the first day of summer, and it was a feeling. You have this feeling, it's the first day of summer, I've got this feeling, I feel different, everything feels different. I'm still in my same room, I woke up in the same room that I woke up in yesterday, but everything feels different. That's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel different. When you start to feel different, that's when you know that you're on the right path. That's what I'm seeing with that. So the last card you have for your future is the beautiful Temperance card. This is probably my favorite card. It's beautiful. This angel is the angel of doing things. It's the angel of getting yourself out of an old situation and turning it into a new situation. This is alchemy. This is the most beautiful card. So yes, this is what you're going to be doing. This is telling me, again, this is a message to you. Pursue this thing that you want to do. This will take you on a path toward a lot of positive things for you. It's going to be a very beautiful, amazing project. It's probably going to support you financially, I'm seeing, because you have all these pentacles in your present. Look at them all full of coins. And you have this path. This is the escalator. This is the path I was telling you about. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I'll just move it up so you can see. There's a path coming out of the water and it's going up into the sun, into this beautiful, light, bright sun. And that's what I was saying. I was saying the feeling of summertime, the first day of summer. You're going to go up that path. And when you're on the path, you'll know it's leading you toward the light. This is a fantastic reading. I love this reading.